Tom's the Best, the Irish and English Derby winner, is now standing at stud. And before we have a look at some of his great races, let's have a look at his breeding. Now, as a son of Australian-born Frightful Flash, he has an outcross top half of his pedigree. Of course, some great dogs as far as the Australian side is concerned are Eaglehawk Star and his sire Tangaloa are both Australian Cup winners. On the dam side, Tom's the Best is out of Lady's Guest, who's of course from the I Am Slippy and Whisper Wishes lines, but bitches by Green Park Fox, Moral Support, Skellig's Tiger, other Sandman dogs will provide Tom's the Best with ample opportunities to pass on his superb qualities. Let's have a look at some of his racing now. Here he is in the semi-finals of the Midland Gold Cup at Monmore, over 480 metres. Tom's is in trap 6, gets a slightly rough ride around the first bend. But this race in July of 1997, you can see how he stretches out down the back straight to beat Droopy's Cross by over 4 3/4 lengths in 28.06 seconds, a sensational time for the 480 metre trip at Monmore. Tom's the Best very heavily supported for this semi-final and wins it like a good favourite should. And Droopy's Cross a long way back in second place. Now on now to the final lineup, and Tom's the Best will meet his kennel companion and very well fancied Lark Hill Joe, who's in trap 4. Tom's the Best in trap 6. Other dogs to mention here, the very speedy Here's Andy in 2. Droopy's Cross, of course, reopposes in 1. And in trap 3, Astracin Eulogy. Well, he traps okay, does Tom's the Best in trap 6, but led up by Camas Ranger in 5. Lark Hill Joe in 4 leads him up as well, gets a slight bump there. But Tom's the Best very clever around the first 2 bends. That's one of the noticeable features of his racing. He gets slightly hampered there by Droopy's Crosses in the lead. Astracin Eulogy, that's a strong dog. Look how close Lark Hill Joe is to Tom's the Best at the moment. But Tom's the Best very brave. He'll go for any gap. He'll go inside or outside dogs. And he goes on to win the Midland Gold Cup by a couple of lengths in 28-21. The final was won in over 480 metres at Monmore. Of course, early in the year, when he was still a puppy, Tom's the Best reached the semi-finals of the English Derby in 1997. And unfortunately was knocked out on that stage. But here we can see him gaining more success in the final of a Sussex Cup at Hove, 515 metres, ideal trip for Tom's the Best. He's in trap 5. Now inside him is the very speedy bitch Corpo Election in trap 4, and she leads up Tom's the Best, yet again showing a lot of intelligence around the first bend. And for the second bend, Tom's the Best, he takes an inside line and goes off in chase of the bitch in front. And really the writing's on the wall from here. You knew that Tom's the Best was going to win the Sussex Cup and win it well, but where would he go, inside or outside? Corpo Election holds a line well. Tom's the Best bides his time, sees the gap appearing, and off he goes. And another valuable prize added to the wallets of Mr. Eddie Shotton and Nick Savva, the owner and trainer combination of Tom's the Best. Well, her sights set a lot higher now, going for the Irish Derby. Blighted by bad draws throughout the early rounds, in the quarter-final, yet again they got a bad box. Trap 4 with Spiral Nikita and some picture outside him. But look at Tom's, he comes out flying out the traps. Good break up there, but unfortunately Spiral Nikita in 5 takes away his back legs. And this is the real strength of Tom's the Best. He is a great competition dog. He's not even in the picture yet in trap 4, Tom's the Best. Spiral Nikita's gone. Some pictures wide on the outside, running well. Deep Decisions leading. But here's Tom's the Best, picking his way through the field. He's strong enough to recover from any early bumping, yet he's got great 4-bend pace. And here he is coming in to qualify behind Spiral Nikita and some picture. A great run considering the trouble he was in at the first bend. On now to a semi-final, and look at that, trap 2 for the wide-running Tom's the Best. And in the race for 2 Batty's dogs, Spiral Nikita again, right to apply and dynamic boot. A really hot semi-final, as an Irish Derby semi-final should be. So look at him in trap 2 there, being crowded all the way. He got a good break, but crowded all the way up to the first bend by Batty's Rocket and right to apply. And poor Tom's the Best finds himself in 4th place, a full 6-7 lengths down on dynamic boot, and only a couple of lengths better off on Spiral Nikita. Well, Spiral Nikita's going to go on and win this race in a very fast 30.05, but Tom's the Best is only going to be beaten a total of 3 lengths back in 3rd place. And again, showing what a great competition dog he is, he'll keep qualifying. So Tom's the Best through to the final of the 1997 Irish Greyhound Derby. And thank goodness for Eddie Shotton and Nick Savva. They've got their draw at last in the final. Tom's the Best in trap 6, Some Picture, Spiral Nikita, Vintage Prince, right to apply, and Joker's run inside him. Can he get out like he always seems to do on his big nights? And he does. He breaks well and traps up and leads Vintage Prince, a very early pace dog, into the first bend. Vintage Prince takes the inside line and goes on a length or so up on Tom's the Best. And this is going to be a battle royale down to the line. And the one on the inside is Joker's run, right to apply behind. But up front, Vintage Prince is still taking the lead of Tom's the Best. Tom's the Best tucks himself inside, goes the shortest way home, shows his intelligence, and his superior staying power wins the day and wins the Irish Derby in 30.09. And there is Tom's the Best on the winner's rostrum, and all his connections crowded round. Very proud day for Tom's the Best. Now, he started off his 1998 campaign by reaching the final and being favourite for the Blue Riband over 490 metres at Wembley, and was also runner-up to Larkhill Joe in the Scottish Derby at Shawfield. But of course the big prize awaiting Tom's the Best in 1998 was the English Derby. We'll be able to look at all of his races in the English Derby in the company of Errol Blythe, the voice of greyhound racing from SIS. And here's his first round performance, Tom's the Best. He's in trap 6, and watch him recover from awful first bend crowding.
Heat of the night then as they go up and race up towards the first bend. Pennell Star traps out well, but Farlow Max got the pace up from 5 racing into second place. That's Flying Quest. Tom's the Best had a real rough ride there, back in third in 6 as they go down the far side, and Farlow Mac has skipped clear, some 5 lengths clear from 5 racing in second. Flying Quest. Tom's the Best has got it to do now as they come around the third bend, and Farlow Mac still out in front by a good 4 lengths. Tom's the Best on the inside at the third bend as they come around the final bend. It's Farlow Mac leading the way. Tom's the Best is trying to close, but Farlow Mac, his early pace has won this race. Farlow Mac's your winner. Tom's the Best back in second. Flying Quest in third.
Well, he tried his best, didn't he, to cut down Farlow Mac on the run for home there, but Farlow Mac wins it in 28.79. Well, will Tom's the Best get his revenge on Farlow Mac in the second round, but also throw into the mix He Knows in trap 4?
Undoubtedly the race of the round here, and away we go, racing up towards the first bend. 2 lengths and Golds out in front early doors. That's a bit of a surprise. One thought that Union Decree might be there. Oh my word, what trouble at the back there. Farlow Mac badly hampered, so was Full Monty. He Knows suffered as well as they go down the far side. And now 2 lengths and Gold has been harried by Tom's the Best. He's coming with a run in between them. On the outside of that one comes one Union Decree, but as they come around the third bend, brave as anything is Tom's the Best. He goes on now, powers away for success. After he's back in second, it's going to go to a photo for second between Lentz and Gold, and He Knows.
Well, a very rough race there for Tom's the Best, but he powers his way through the 2 leaders at the third bend and goes on to win it very comfortably indeed. On now to third round in dreadful conditions at Wimbledon Stadium. Tom's the Best in trap 5, and a fair bit of early pace in this race as well. How would he fare?
Away we go, and Josab gets a nice start on this near side. Going to lead early here from 4. Best Gift in second place. Moving up on the outside comes Tom's the Best. He gets a bit of a rough ride around there as they go down the far side. It's going to be Josab by 3.5 lengths from racing in second. Comes Lenson Hero. Tom's the Best is on the scene though. Josab by 2 lengths, but surely it's going to be Tom's the Best because Josab hasn't got far enough in front. Josab the leader. Look at where Tom's the Best is tackling it now. He comes against the rails yet again. It's Tom's the Best going away here. Tom's the Best delights the crowd here at Plough Lane. Josab in second, Lenson Hero fought well back in third.
Yes, tremendous track craft there by Tom's the Best, who, as Errol says, challenges on the inside of Josab to win his third round heat. On now to the quarter-final, where some pundits said he'd turn the corner last and wouldn't get a run, but he didn't half prove them wrong.
Away we go for the second quarter-final. The pace is coming from Knockrock Casper. Also on this near side is Nibieski Grom. That one gets a good start and leads into the first bend. 3 was badly hampered there. Public Arish at the back. They're going down the far side. And up front, Nibieski Grom leads. Tom's the Best is ranging up on the outside of Knockrock Casper. Blows that one away for pace as they come around the third bend. It's Nibieski Grom, but Tom's the Best coming around. It's outside now. There's only going to be one where they contact there at the third bend off the final turn, and Tom's the Best goes on. Tom's the Best powers clear from Nibieski Grom. Back in third for Gaytime Dean.
Well, he was very much everyone's idea of a Derby winner now, Tom's the Best. Very impressive performance, even though he got a slight bump as Nibieski Grom tired around the final bend. On now to the semi-final, and yet again he meets Nibieski Grom and the very fast and wide-running Tuesday's Davy in trap 5. Josab, another fast starting wide runner as well.
They're off and running for the first semi-final. Tom's the Best walks out of the traps, up with the pace early. Is coming into trap 4, Niebieski Grom. That's already challenged on the outside by 5, Tuesday's Davy. There was a bit of bumping in behind. Racing now in third place comes 1, Gaytime Dean. They're going down the far side. Hell for leather go Tuesday's Davy and Niebieski Grom. Tom's the Best is trying to move its way through into third. He does so successfully. He's scraping the paint on the inside. Tom's the Best gets a dream run round the inside, and Tom's the Best goes on. Tom's the Best wins the first semi-final. Tuesday's Davy in second place, and Honour and Glory, where did that one come in for third.
Well, rewind the tape and watch that one over and over again. One of Tom's the best performances. 28.74 the winning time there. On now to the final. Tom's the Best sent off the very hot favourite in trap 4.
They're off for the William Hill Greyhound Derby, running up towards the first bend. 2, Honour and Glory cracks out in front ahead of 6, Tuesday's Davy. That one's coming up though on the outside. Honour and Glory didn't turn the corner at all. Tuesday's Davy leads. Look who's in second best. It's Tom's the Best. He goes on. Tom's the Best. He's going to crucify him surely. Tom's the Best out in front. Tuesday's Davy trying to make a race of it. Back in third comes Tullerboy Cash. They come around the final bend, and it's Tom's the Best out in front. Tom's the Best is piling on the pressure. Tom is simply the best here tonight. Tom's the Best, the winner of the William Hill Greyhound Derby for 1998. Back in second, Tuesday's Davy. Tullerboy Cash holds on in a photo for third there, ahead of Jasper's Boy and Honour and Glory, the last of the 5 runners. But Tom's the Best. He makes history.
Yes, he makes history in fine style. This is the way you want to see your greyhound on the home straight of the Derby final, winning it in great comfort in 28.75. What a performance from Tom's the Best. He made history, the only greyhound ever to win the English and Irish Greyhound Derbies. A fact that both owner Eddie Shotton and trainer Nick Savva were proud about.
Simply fantastic. There is no words to describe the feeling. It's a dream dog, no doubt about it.
The nicest owner's ever had.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh.
Well, after those celebrations, it was decided that Tom's the Best had nothing further to prove on the track. He had won 18 races and over £113,000 in win prize money.